So I could do a recap, but I kind of like doing a group recap. So does anybody want to try to start with what they remember happening last time?
I made a really good Swiss seat, which is a fancy knot harness.
This is all you need to know.
That was incredible.
It was really cool. Everyone liked it. They liked me as a person and a player. And that's all I really remember about it.
Wow. Something you should know is we are in a different dimension. I think that's probably important, as well as the Swiss seat. That we're in a different dimension on an island, and we're trying to find the people who are originally on our boat. And our boat is, or boat?
It was like a big ship. It used to be
running
a
on
big
magic,
ship.
the first of its kind.
Yeah, but we found when we did actually locate it and it's split in half, it's kind of gutted, right?
It's not necessarily split in half. It's sort of like the front and back kind of like got ripped off, and it's just the middle section, and it's sort of balanced on these like rock spires that are jutting up out of the ocean, where it's just stuck there.
And we found out there's some survivors, specifically your little guy.
Yeah. Augie?
Angus.
I mean, Angus.
Augie.
You called him.
Maybe that's what you call
him Augie.
Diana.
Is this a pet name we should know about?
Speaking of pet name, there's a giant cat walking around the ship
Scary.
somewhere.
A
Very
bad,
scary
Scary
cat.
cat.
Yeah, we climbed up into what's left of the ship, and we got into the safe. And
Sorry, who got into the safe?
okay,
Oh, okay. There we go.
Credit where credit's
Reznin.
due.
Credit where credit's
cracked
due.
into the safe, made a deal with Helmer to distract people while she took things that she needed from the safe.
I thought personally that the safe was full of a bunch of caca, no good stuff. It looked like a
Probably.
junk.
So
Well,
That's-
art. There's art and artifact.
there was art and artifacts. There was also a carved stone that Kurt was looking for.
Yes.
That was, he believed could help you communicate back to your world.
Yes.
Right.
It just needs power. You also intimidated Kurt at one point.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
we did.
took his
Took
jacket.
his jacket, and he had a note in it.
And
You
we
had-
manhandled him a little bit.
We ripped out of the jacket a letter from my uncle.
It was pages from
Who's
your
missing?
uncle's journal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's missing?
He's missing.
He is missing. The last time he was seen, he was traveling the route that we were taking. He is one of the discoverers of the fuel that runs the ship, this new magic that we are experiencing and toying with, and of course need to capitalize as soon as possible for some of us. And
That's what
others,
you want.
Yeah.
that is not what I want.
That's what your people want.
That's what my people want. But then we can do some other things with it too.
Mhm.
We can help liberate others with it maybe. And we actually don't know shit about it. It's way too powerful.
Vitalic current.
Yeah.
And it comes from algae, something to do with
Yeah,
algae.
a
that they like.
bioluminescent algae.
See, it's more fun when you guys do it.
People need to be alert. Are you alert?
Yeah. Did that make sense out there? Are the comments saying it made sense?
Is Chief Pelmo the person who's like wandering around and in charge of some scary stuff right now?
Not necessarily
Yes.
wandering around, but yes, Chief Pelvo, who, if you guys remember, was the one that both Guntar and Helmer were reporting to back on the ship. That,
Yeah.
it sounds like, according to Angus, that she has
Augie.
taken control, or Augie, I guess, has taken control of the people, has sort of like become like Lord of the Flies kind of a situation
But we're there and we're alive.
for now.
Dun dun dun.
And Augie was crying, right? I think we should.
He was
Oh
whimpering.
yeah, he was stuck
in-
behind the door. We
He
couldn't
was,
get to
yeah,
him.
the door was mauled and like smashed in and we couldn't open it. And
But
so,
there's a way to get to it on the other side.
yeah, to go through my suite to get into his place. Pillows. We're looking for pillows.
Yeah, we were also looking for pillows. I remember I was really upset there weren't any pillows.
So just to kind of bring us back to the moment, it is evening. Oh no, I think it was night, right? Yeah, it was night. And you guys were on deck B.
Is it night?
I was just laughing at the hat.
Oh, sorry. I'm
It's a
not
chef hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. This looks like a chef hat to me.
I agree.
Yeah. Is this threatening?
God, chefs scare the shit out of me.
I mean, you are proficient in intimidation for that reason.
Yay! Okay, great.
You guys are on deck B, but you're in kind of a slice of it that is separated because of all the destruction from the rest of the main Varko suite, which sounds like, according to Angus, where Pelvo has sort of set up her base of operations. From where you are right now, you guys can kind of see that on the next floor, you don't see ceiling so much. You kind of just see like open sky at the top of this next thing. So you could go kind of back down around and try to find a way around, or you could just go straight up. And I think you did hear like a low rumbling growl at the end of the last episode coming from around the ship.
Does anybody get the sense of one direction being more scary than the other?
Going down.
Going down seems more scary.
Because there's a beast down there.
So let's go into the sky.
It's not that Guntar is afraid, but he wants to make sure that everyone is safe.
That's very noble of you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, let's head up, being very careful as we do so.
Yes, with good rope knots.
Well, there is kind of a stairway here. So
Okay.
you don't need to make any checks or anything like that. I'll say just to paint the picture, it's creaky. This thing's taken quite a bit of damage. So walking up these stairs probably doesn't feel super safe or, secure. You make your way up to this sort of the top of this grand staircase where there used to be this like covered walkway here. And now it's just kind of like ripped open. You just get night sky coming in. You can see faintly, like, it's almost like a sunrise, but, there's two suns on this world. So, like, one of them is kind of faintly glowing. It's not really giving you full daylight or anything, but it's like just kind of like a dim night happening, almost like a really long, protracted version of dawn, if that makes sense. But yeah, you walk in, and then there's basically a door that's open here. It looks like it's just kind of flung open. And you can see kind of into it. It looks like there's books and stuff and kind of strewn about on the floor.
Do I see any books that catch my interest?
I guess it depends on what your interests are. I mean,
Is there anything that jumps out at me as someone who's like an adventurer, explorer type, or who's interested in guilds?
Why are you looking
or-
for books right now? What?
I'm a bookworm.
We can't use these books as pillows, and we really need pillows.
If nothing else, we could throw them at people. I just see what there is.
I like that.
give me an investigation check.
Okay, 2.
So, a lot of these look like they've
I don't
been.
know how to read anymore.
Oh, it's been a long day. I forgot how to read. Okay.
Jeez.
Nothing really jumps out at you. Like there doesn't seem to be anything like there doesn't even seem any books about like that you can find that seem to be about like even like adventure tales or anything. Like everything seems kind of like it's like books of poetry and the ones you find anyway. And a lot of them are just kind of shredded and seem like scratched up without even needing to succeed on a check or anything. You can tell that there is
Oh wait,
a barricade.
I could roll twice for investigation.
If you want to burn it,
No,
okay.
not for books.
Do it.
Reading
all
is
the books.
fundamental, though.
Burn the books.
Yeah, everyone should read.
But there is a barricade on this door in front of you. It
Okay.
looks like some furniture and things have been kind of pushed up against this. Yeah.
In order to keep something from coming in.
I would think
yeah.
so. They can't push from the other side. Draw the furniture
Can we
to
hear
them
what's
through the
inside?
door.
You can press your ear to the door and give me a perception check.
It's a 7.
Nope.
All right.
Your kind of ears are still ringing from all like the chaos stuff you guys have been dealing with, and nothing really stands out from the other side as differentiation.
Nothing in there.
Good. That's the only thing ahead of us is this door that's barricaded.
Yeah.
I could move it.
We can also try knocking, and if something bad is there, being quiet, it would react, right? If it was like an animal or something.
Sure. Could another one of us also do a perception check on the door?
Sure.
Yes, I can.
7.
Plus.
Plus 4?
You can hear nothing like clear or indicative, but you can hear a little bit of rustling.
Okay, something's there.
That's odd. I didn't hear anything.
Can I tell if it's an animal or if it's
Twice that's happened now.
someone was trying to get away from this thing, right? So, but our only way to my dear friend Augie, Angus, is if going through. I think we need to get ready to fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Prepare. Helmer pulls out his blunderbuss.
For those of you that know the ship, which would be Reznin from studying it, you, Diana from basically being part of the family that owns it, and Zythe from working on the ship. The 3 of you know that the next room past this door would be what was once like a cafe lounge.
It'd be nice if they still had coffee in there.
I miss coffee so much.
It's been like a day, but
been-
but that's real. That's real. That's so real.
Okay, and I know there's a lot of like fainting chairs and fun, comfy couches that do have pillows.
I'm in.
I got to pick out the color scheme. It's a sea glass green.
Let's try to open the
Okay.
door,
Oh, okay.
shall we?
We could also like tell whoever's back there, like, hey, we're about to shoot through this thing, so you better move, and then just start shooting.
I'm into that.
Yeah. Does anybody else have a gun?
I do, but
Okay, I have a gun.
Helmer
I have a
does.
dart.
Is it just a sofa that's in front of the
No, there's
door?
a few things.
There's like a sofa that's kind of like flipped over
Okay.
and like some crates and stuff kind of stacked up. It seems like just like a haphazard kind of slapdash, like urgent barricade.
I can move these objects.
sure, I don't think that's the problem.
Okay.
Well, start moving.
But I
for
like
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Might as well. I was just gonna shoot through this door and see what happens.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot through the door and see what happens.
Shoot
Are you-
the door.
I'll help
Just
make
for
the
clarity.
announcement.
Just for clarity, are you waiting until Guntar moves the furniture?
No, I was gonna do it first and just
Okay.
to see what happens.
I
But
think you might need to aim then. So go ahead and give me a range. Give me a flintlock attack.
not good. A 5.
What did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so you're just like everyone's talking about, Diana's talking about couches and stuff, picking out upholstery, and you just pull out your flintlock and fire.
Like,
and
whoa.
It, it hits the door, but doesn't pierce it. It just hits like the edge, like the what's that called? The trim, the siding.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Door frame?
Door frame.
Door frame. Yeah. It just hits. Thank you.
It took us a long time.
We're doing great.
It
There's
just
6 of us. We were like, what's it called?
Oh man.
it chips some of the and just like blows some of the dust out of there.
That's fine. Is there any
May I
reaction?
now
Yes. Is there any reaction?
Yeah.
Should I do a perception check?
You don't need to do a perception check for that. You guys can all hear something shift on the other side, especially because there's not really like a ceiling here, right? So you can hear something kind of like
Okay.
That's
I
it.
don't know if I understand.
Oh,
What is
man.
blocking the door?
the door is closed
Okay.
and there are like a bunch of furniture and stuff.
Just objects.
Yeah.
And why did we use a gun?
I'm trying to like get a read on what's behind the door.
What if there's a person behind the door?
That's why I yelled first.
Okay.
But something's stirred.
This
Yeah.
is called forming. I think, right? Or storming? Which section is this?
Well, I think that you're ready to
Move
take
the
stuff
objects.
down, so go
Okay.
for it.
Move
All
the
right.
objects. I get out my darts.
I have-
Okay.
Blow darts.
I'll get my hunting rifle out. I still have 8 bullets.
One time when I was in war, I was in a situation where we were outside of a tent and we didn't know what was in the inside.
What did you do?
And we attacked and there were mines.
Mines?
Mines.
Oh,
Mines.
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 Explosives.
Land mines. And we lost half of the team.
You look great for that, though.
I was
No?
okay.
Is that how you got the?
No.
Which half? Were you in the half that survived?
Me too. I was in the half that
Yes,
survived
Kurt.
as well.
Yes, Kurt. I'm here talking to you.
Well, I'm done moving the objects.
Guntar spends this time just moving the furniture. The door is clear. You guys can.
I shout out, "We're opening the door." Maybe if they
Don't
know.
make me miss again.
And don't make her miss again.
I think we're talking to a beast.
I
We're
understand.
clearly talking to a beast.
I mean, maybe it's better for us to talk to the beast because then the beast is like, "Oh wow, look at them treating me like a whole ass human."
Yes.
I love
It's a
being
reasonable beast, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey, I think animals have feelings.
This is lovely. Okay. I'm going to open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got
I'm going to swing it open. It goes our,
dart.
and then here we go. 3. When I get down to 1 is
So
when I'm opening.
You're opening it. You're also looking through the door, right?
I'm
We're all ready.
positioned to
Okay,
fire.
everybody's
I got my hunting rifle.
Okay.
We're coming in. We mean you no harm. Hopefully you mean us no harm.
I don't care.
If
Okay,
you're an
3,
animal, I think you're a person too.
Except for when you cook them later, but yes.
2,
Or if you navigate a ship.
1.
So you swing open the door, and there in front of you, this place has
Orphans.
been totally destroyed. There's all those chaise lounge and things, like the upholstery has been like ripped up. There's all that like
Oh,
cotton
they
filling.
ruined all the good fainting couches.
the place is turned over, things are knocked over, pans are knocked over, plates are smashed everywhere.
Pans are so expensive.
And then you see this figure sort of stand up behind a barricade and like looks at you and just goes, shh, and you recognize her. You definitely do. You definitely do. You guys might, I don't know. Her hair is like crazy. It's usually like in a tight bun and like usually look, but it's like all in her face and frizzed out. This is Captain Logan's. And she's like, shh, shh, quiet, quiet. What if it hears you?
Are you in there alone?
No.
Who's in there?
Probably a beast.
She tries to like, kind of like go quietly, like, and sneak back away into like a hiding point and is like looking at you. In a flash, this shadow of some like sort of like tiger-like creature just like bounds over there and just like tackles her out of sight. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Zythe, you are first. So as this thing kind of like jumps forward, you were ready with your rifle. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, hoo. Okay.
Or I mean, I'm assuming that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
That's
so
your
I,
turn.
I was already holding my hunting rifle, so yeah.
So it's an attack roll. So it's your hunting rifle. You're adding your dexterity to it and your proficiency bonus. So
Okay, so 11.
just misses. And you hear it just like hit the back of this like wallpaper of like part of the wall that's still left.
Well, to be fair, the wallpaper was ugly and it needed to be handled.
I designed it, this place,
I'm sorry.
with
It's-
sea glass colors.
I know, you know what it is? The sea glass reminds me of this weird vial I threw up once when I was cooking an octopus and I accidentally like undercooked it.
Ah,
So,
okay.
It's just personal.
So that'll happen in 6 seconds. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Oh, let me move into the
did you
room.
move
That's
it
probably our
pretty far?
best bet.
No.
Cool.
Whoa.
So you kind of run in after that and try to see if you can find this thing. It's now its turn.
How big is it?
Yeah, what does it look like?
It looks to be at least 10 feet long. As
Oh
this
my
like
God.
this giant like six-legged cat just like pulls up and it's got the captain sort of like in its mouth like a cat, and you see these like big long saber tooth
Oh my
things
god.
are on its face, but it also its eyes kind of glow with that same bioluminescence that you guys have seen on other creatures. It just sort of like drags her and she's like screaming like trying to get pulled away, and it just starts kind of like moving away and starts climbing up the side of this this wall. And it spends most of its movement doing that, and it moves pretty quickly. And it is Guntar's turn.
Guntar's gonna run and hit it with one of his large knives.
Yeah, you could get to it, but it's kind of up. So you can make the attack, but you'll have disadvantage on it because it's like you'd have to kind of jump to hit it.
Would it be more advantage if I threw?
Yeah, you wouldn't have any disadvantage if you
All right,
threw.
let's do that.
So you're throwing a
I had 17.
Wait,
17 plus a lot of stuff.
yeah, I think it's 17 plus 7 now.
Yeah.
Hell
17
yeah.
plus 7.
Okay.
So hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
3 plus
4. I think. Yeah, 7 points of damage.
Nice.
How many do we need to kill it?
You don't know.
What's the point of the point
Maybe
system?
if you ask it, it'll tell
And then
you.
so I hit that, and then can I throw my other one?
As your bonus action. Yeah, second attack.
19.
Ooh.
Plus a lot.
7.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage again.
Guntar's
1
great indeed.
plus 4, 5.
Yeah, 12 points of damage total.
Good job.
So you run up and just throw both of your large
you
knives
tried
into this
great.
thing, and they stick into this creature.
I feel bad.
Reznin.
What noise does it make?
Yeah. Does it let go of the captain?
Yeah, is the captain alive?
Okay. It doesn't, it just sort of like, it doesn't seem like it howls super hard. It doesn't seem like it's that hurt by this. It just seems like annoyed by it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bad.
Go ahead and make perception or medicine check.
22.
22?
Curse.
This is gonna be gruesome, so trigger warning. You don't see her, you don't hear her screaming or anything like that, but when you kind of glimpse at this and you like looking, or like she's still alive, you see that it looks like she's dead, but you see her eyes are still open and blinking, and it's like bitten through her like vocal cords.
So it's probably better that we like.
Let her die.
Or the
That's-
cat will.
That's what you see. So
Okay, well,
sorry
I'm
if
shaken
that
by
was
that,
gruesome.
but I'm going to try and I had my flintlock, so I'm gonna try 15.
Yeah,
Nice.
She's back,
Well done.
baby. Or she arrived. I don't know. Maybe she just
Okay, this is
arrived.
good. No, this is good too.
She's
actually.
rolling, that's for sure.
10.
10 points of damage. Hell yeah. when you shoot at that time, it does sort of like.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do it again. Can we get instant replays? Does that happen in D&D?
So that was so you fire into this thing.
Yeah, it's
it
like in
roars.
between where the two like knives were.
It slips a little bit, but it still maintains its position, trying to get away.
It's trying to get away.
It's trying to take its kill, essentially.
Maybe I don't want to let that just happen, but
Yeah. I mean, if we knew we were just gonna like watch her go, I wouldn't have wasted that bullet.
Oh.
Helmer.
Nice shot, Reznin the thief.
thanks. Hey,
Yes.
Well, Helmer's taking blunderbuss aim.
Okay.
19.
19.
Oh.
That hits. Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage.
I know that.
What's a blunderbuss again?
It's like a musket.
Big gun with a spout at the end.
Did you have to light it to shoot it?
No. I like that there's a ship that uses magic, but but its gun still has like a lighted
Aren't
fuse.
some muskets though? Don't you have to do with like
Old-timey
gunpowder?
ones.
Yeah.
All guns use gunpowder.
16.
16?
Yeah.
You know, you also have this new ability, Hunter.
Yes.
So once per round, your weapon attack can deal an additional 1d6 damage to one target.
damn.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
So that was, what was the total?
I said 16.
16? Okay, plus this.
5.
So 21 points of damage.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Helmer.
Where'd you hit the cat?
Where did you hit it?
In between the eyes.
Please make it quick.
Yeah, head.
You hit it in the head, and it hits it in the neck, and this thing like howls in pain. It looks like it almost slides down a little bit, and like looks like it's trying to just like hold it together. It's still alive, but it doesn't look it doesn't look good.
Oh God.
And then Diana,
Can we leave it alone?
you can do whatever you want, or you can try to do whatever you want.
I mean, let's do a temperature check on its victim right now. We're like still blinking at us, like
Probably not better.
Give me either perception or a medicine check.
perception. 8.
You're not sure?
Cool. Fuck.
Wait, did you roll an 8?
Yes,
You have a high wisdom.
I do.
So that
Plus
would actually,
4.
It would be a 12 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't think that you would.
That was rude.
She looks.
That was rude.
She looks lifeless. She looks lifeless.
And now we're gonna kill. Now we're gonna let the cat just like what?
It's a
bleed
beast.
out. Yeah, but it's not trying to get us.
It will.
I know. I agree. But it's too late now. I mean,
So we just need to end it.
I
Okay.
think so.
So I'm gonna take out my blow darts,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and get right between the eyes and try to end its suffering.
Go for it.
17
Nice.
plus
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
2. So that's a 19.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage. It's a D4, right? What does it say?
Next time we should
D4.
maybe
Yes.
open a door and see what the
So that's
vibe is
this-
before.
no.
I guess we
That's
should.
this one.
I shot too
Okay.
soon. I'm
3.
sorry.
First.
Plus your
The
dex.
door was closed though. It's a scare tactic.
2.
So 5.
5.
It is barely holding on, but one of your darts sticks in the back of its neck, kind of on just on the other side of where Helmer kind of blasted it.
Okay.
It's barely holding on, and it's back to Zythe.
It's barely holding on. We don't have to do much. Will it bleed out if we leave it alone at this point, or do you think it'll attack us?
Make an animal handling check or an insight check.
11 plus 1. Well,
Animal handling or insight?
we'll go for insight.
This thing with a 12, I think it's only been trying to get away with this kill, and like you guys have all attacked it. It doesn't seem super aggressive to you, and it definitely seems like hurt enough where it already has what it wants in this situation.
What
man.
it wants is a human who is a little bit alive.
Yeah. It's just like, it's like, it does suck because I feel like now we just have to kill it, because if not, I feel like,
It's gonna die anyway.
our dungeon master is gonna be like, in 20 minutes, guess who's back?
I don't metagame.
It regenerates like a starfish.
Can I walk up with my large knife and just kind of just gently put it out? Can we just, is it that John? Can we just, oh, good night, kitty?
It doesn't look hale and hearty, right?
Okay.
And also, I think to get to it, you're fast though.
Yeah, I got 40 speed.
You could and you moved in a little bit. The thing is, it's still up, so you'd still be making that attack with disadvantage,
Got it.
but you could definitely reach it.
Shake some treats and see if it comes to you.
I have a big rope. We can kind of be like, hey, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, do this.
Yeah, do that like it's like
Laser pointer.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my large knife because I need to save these bullets, people. I'm gonna. How close can I get? Oh, how much now?
You can. Are you throwing a knife?
Yeah, I want to get a little closer and throw my knife.
Yeah, go for it. You can clear that distance or close that distance
Okay.
and then make an attack.
I'm so happy my cats aren't watching. And then my cats were like, "This is what you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll a 3." Oh man.
Cats have spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that misses unfortunately. So the knife goes wide, kind of bling, 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 bounces off the wall.
I'm like too close to the cat now, yo.
It is now the cat's turn.
Oh God.
It just kind of like hisses back at all of you and then just starts crawling over. It climbs over this wall and then just sort of like disappears over the edge. and
Does it have
vanishes.
Captain Logan with? That's bad.
Damn it.
Is it?
And it has my knife.
It does have your knife
Oh
still stuck in
no! Oh, that's a good point. We really need to kill that cat to get those knives back.
Okay. Yeah.
Crap.
it. So the threat is gone unless you guys are going to try to pursue it onto like what is essentially the exterior of the wreckage.
Oh, because it went on the
Is
other
it
side.
too late to throw a rope and try to get one of those knives back? You have amazing rope
Yeah.
skills.
Awful.
He's saying it's too late.
Unless you want, it's your turn now.
Yeah.
If we stay in initiative, and you could try to pursue this thing and do some Swedish lasso. What is it called?
Dutch seat.
Swiss seat.
In this world, it's Swedish lasso.
Yeah, I mean, since
There's
we're-
no Sweden in this
since-
world.
But it's on the other side of the
It
ship.
just means
so
something completely
you don't know what
different.
Swedish means here.
I truly don't.
Is it in our line of vision anymore?
So picture like a wall like 20 or so feet up that's been kind of ripped off.
Mhm.
So it crawled up that and over.
Yeah. All right.
It's on the outside of the ship now.
Well, we could look for it on our way back down and grab those knives. Let's make a mental
That's
note
fine.
of where this thing could have ended up.
Captain's gone.
So, Captain. Oh wait, where's Kurt during all this?
Give
Again?
me a perception check.
Yes.
This is.
Critical one.
You,
But I am. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it for that. No.
you know, he's lucky bastard.
I want to. I might as well.
It's only when you roll one. So
13.
when you kind of like, you guys have all been focused on this cat sort of climbing away with the captain, but Reznin, you kind of like are like looking around and you see Kurt is kind of like rifling through something over in like another section of this like cafe.
Okay. What's around that area? Is it like cabinets or files or like a diary? Like what's over there?
He's kind of kneeling over something. It looks like more just like, you know, furniture and things that have been smashed or broken and sort of piled up.
Well, I want to stealthily walk over there anyway because I'm curious.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
15.
15 is pretty good. As you're kind of sneaking over there, it sort of comes into view,
Mhm.
and you can see he's kind of like hovering over a body
Ooh.
that has been kind of shredded, and he's like reaching into the coat pocket of this person.
Okay, I kind of like turn behind and like grab the attention of the others to kind of like. So we all kind of start, if those who want to,
I would love to.
start to come over to Kurt so that if he tries any funny business, we've got him surrounded.
Okay.
And we get a little closer to see if we could see who the body's of.
So I want everybody that's doing this, decide if you're doing this, and give me a stealth check.
That's really good. I don't
I'll
know what
stay
that
over
was.
here.
4.
4 total.
I rolled a 2 plus a 2. Yeah, I did that. Hey, Kurt, is what I say out loud.
Yeah.
I got 10.
What did you get?
I got a 6.
We suck.
I'm never
So-
making the party do this again.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sorry.
Resident's like, come over, super quiet. Everyone's like,
What?
oh, and creak, and Kurt kind of looks up instinctively, looks at the three of you, all kind of like walking up behind Reznin, and is just like, oh, I found this. And
Found
you guys,
a what?
you guys can first see the body that you would recognize. This is Keith Pandrell. He was the translator.
Oh,
He looks like he's been dead for a bit. He looks like he's like shredded through.
fuck.
But Kurt holds up this bottle and he's like, he had MX99. I don't know if any of you were able to use this, but you can help us. And it's a bottle of those capsules of those
Can
like
I
kind
just
of bluey.
snatch it?
I don't think he would put up any resistance to that.
He wouldn't?
No, I don't think so. So yeah, you could take that.
Yeah, okay, great.
Broken by now.
He should be.
Yeah.
Knows his place. Wow. Whoa, sorry. Well, I don't know where that came from.
It's like that.
They don't expire, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay.
And you would know this.
Guys, they don't expire. They are not breath mints. They look like breath mints. How do they look?
They look kind of like breath mints, honestly. they have that sort of like
Here.
whitish. Okay, nice. They look a bit like that.
How many are there?
There are 8 of them in there.
Oh.
And does everyone in the party know what they do?
I don't think so. Actually,
What is this?
You can give me either an Arcana or History check if you want to see if we know what your character knows.
I got 19.
Okay.
I got 7.
7,
10.
10.
5.
Do I don't need to do a roll, do I?
You know that they can be used to power magic, essentially. So
And I also know that the magic that is in here, that runs the ship,
It's also in here.
we know little. We know very little. It's
Reznin
effective.
knows quite a bit, actually.
Oh.
You know that it can be used to kind of fuel magical effects. It's essentially mana.
What is mana?
Kind of mana is what you use to like in game terms. It's like what you use to cast spells. Each one of those mints, I guess, the capsules of MX99, each one of them represents 1 mana. So
we have 8 mana now.
and Reznin, you know that yes, it can be used to power spells, but can be also used by people who aren't like normally spellcasters to do
cool.
other things. I need to pull up the exact rules in a second, but you can basically augment some combat stuff too.
Okay, cool.
So everybody can use it,
Steroids.
almost like stimulants.
Cool.
Performance
Speed.
enhancers.
Performance enhancers, yeah. So
This
one
will be great
Cocaine.
for Rezn's ADHD.
one thing to mention here, right, is that like right now Diana has and this is like game stuff, like
Yeah.
table stuff.
Please.
So like you have a mana capacity of 3.
Yes.
So you can take 3 mana capsules and like hold that much mana in you without suffering any consequences or potential consequences. Everybody else has a mana capacity of 0, which means you can still take one, but what happens is when you take one, I will make you make a Constitution saving throw. The DC for that will be 11 because it's 10 plus 1 capsule, right? That you're over your capacity. If you succeed on that, no problem. You can hold that much in you. If you fail on it, you take 1 level of exhaustion. So it's a little bit risky. It can sort of like disagree with you, but there's potential to have some bonuses there. Cool. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay. And you could take more than 3, but you hit the same thing.
Yeah, I'd start to suffer.
After
So if you
3.
take 4, you make that DC 11. You take 5, you make DC 12. Make sense?
That makes sense.
Cool.
Here's what I know about these pills.
Thank you for telling us. Now, will the effect happen immediately once I take the pill?
Yeah, it's immediate if you're able to, control it.
Okay.
And should you take it with a meal or?
You don't have to take it with you. No.
What are
magic.
your feelings about seeing this dead Keith?
It's like, it looks like whatever that thing was might have attacked him. There's also a lot of empty cartons of oat milk and empty biscotti containers back here.
Yeah, this
Yum.
used to be a cafe.
Do we still feel so bad for the kitty?
No, I don't. I feel bad for everybody.
I do want to see if there's anything else in Keith's pockets.
You just like rifle into his pockets.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, I think, because you're trying to.
Is it sneaky that she's doing?
I think so. You're just trying to like slip into his pockets, right?
17.
There's you clutch a handful of MX99 capsules in his
Cool.
pocket. There's 3 of them in there.
Yoink.
Do
And
we
he
see
didn't-
this?
No, I don't think anybody saw that. So you did that like
Cool.
on the sly.
Wow.
Oh shit. I have 8 that everyone knows about, and she has 3 that no one knows about.
Yet.
I take a moment with Keith. I don't know. A lot's hitting Diana right now. She has not seen bodies yet due to this. We've all been okay so far, and this isn't great. She's feeling kind of a lot of guilt, and she's just trying to. It's just grappling, so she doesn't say much. She tries to hide it. Guys, I think we are closer to my guy. Let's make sure he's okay.
Yeah, and to that point, you would know, just knowing the layout of the ship, that you can move forward through this, and there's kind of like the rest of this cafe. Yeah, this is the lounge. There's another cafe. There's another barricade, which you can easily clear.
Unless we want to shoot it.
So you want to try to shoot through it. Past that would be the other staircase that you could take back down into deck B, which is where the Varko suite was.
Is there like an artillery or something, or like a place where we could like refuel or anything?
What you would know previously is that there would have been an armory, but that would have been down in the cargo section, and a lot of that was ripped away.
Right.
But who knows if things are moved around,
Yeah.
if things have been, stockpiled somewhere else.
Okay. Just keep our eyes out for refueling any weapons.
And snacks. right?
and snacks.
We still need to find power for this thing. I could maybe use some of those to try to power this stone, but it's not really.
And what does the stone do? Communicate?
There are 2 of these. Helmer has this
Yes.
one, and there's another one back
Would you
home.
like to see it?
Not at the moment.
Good.
Nothing I can do.
I wasn't going to show you.
I don't fully know how to use this, but I know
Surprise.
that it can be used in conjunction with the MX99 formula to contact its counterpart.
Do you know who
A
has
bit like
the
a
other one?
radio. It's back home with some of my associates.
Who?
Just
People
say it.
who were-
My dad.
What you're gonna keep secrets at this time? Oh, your dad?
your brother.
Great.
Your brother?
He,
Who's your brother?
a rich guy
Ugh.
who does bad stuff.
Yes,
Not really looking for profit, not for people.
obviously.
That's not.
We all know that. That's the whole deal with you people.
And what are the exits in this room right now? Just the way we came, or is there another?
Yeah, it's kind of like a railroad situation.
Ah.
So like you guys came up through that like book like reading area.
Yeah.
Then there was the lounge, and then
Yeah.
past that's a cafe, and then past that is the.
And there's just a barricade.
Yeah, and you can easily.
All right, I've been moving this stuff as everyone's been
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that, but yeah, I'm glad you said it. And then past that is like a stairway, that can go down. And I'll say this too, while you guys are up here, you can kind of see, like you're really high up now. You're like almost 500 feet up in the air, off the coast of this island. And as that kind of occurs to you, you realize you could probably get a glimpse of the island if you
It's a good
kind
idea.
of crawl up
Yeah.
and see.
Yeah. What does Reznin see when Reznin takes a close look of layout of the land? Because we knew about the forest, and then we're trying to think of like where could we set up camp or something.
It'll be a little. I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but it's just you have to kind of climb up some stuff and kind of peek over. It's dark out, but there's dim light. So go ahead and give me either perception or investigation, and it's gonna be with disadvantage.
What if investigation has advantage?
Sorry, you have advantage on Arcana, Nature, Insight, or Stealth, not investigation. You have expertise in investigation,
Oh, that's right.
so it's still be disadvantage, but you have a big bonus.
So that's still 11.
So you can see lots of dense jungle.
Mhm.
You can see mountains kind of like peeking through in places. With an 11, I think you can make out just the edge of what seems like it might be some kind of structure.
Interesting. What type of structure?
It's hard to tell. It just looks like that. Doesn't look like a natural formation.
Okay, it looks like they're straight lines or something. That
Yeah, it looks
makes
like
it not look natural.
Like a right angle.
Okay.
A little bit of the one sunlight is kind of like that sort of dawn light is catching it. And it's not really enough to give you a ton of information on it.
Okay.
If you came back later and it was daylight, you could probably see.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Kurt, what do you know about any buildings on this place?
Give me either a persuasion or intimidation check, your choice.
I would like it to be intimidation, but it's persuasion for my 15.
Charming Kristen Stewart.
No. Kurt, what do you know about
What was the result?
15?
15. I would assume that there's some kind of structures here, but I don't know.
Can I do an intimidation?
What are you trying to do?
I want to shake him. I feel like he's
you wanna
bullshitting
actually,
us
like,
still.
shake him?
Yes.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check as you grab him and shake him.
9 + 1 + 3.
13.
Yeah.
He's like, I've said everything I know. I've never been here. I don't know anything about this. I just assume that if there's artifacts and things that are making their way to us, then they were created by people, and then people must have structures.
This guy talks and I never believe him. Like, isn't it weird again? We were like fighting a big monster, and what is he doing? Like playing pickpocket over there like a fucking weirdo.
And I handed it over to you.
Because we
Because we had it surrounded.
yeah, because we like surrounded you. Were you always planning to hand it over? I don't think you were. You're just so shady, dude.
Also, you probably took some before we saw you.
Yeah, should we shake this dude down again?
Just every episode.
Diana,
Shake him.
Diana, you
We
just
beat
that
the
coat.
shit out
Give
of
me that card
Kurt.
again. Let me see it.
Take the
No.
coat. It's empty.
I put some of the pills in.
It's
that
empty.
He takes his,
Parentheses now.
takes his knife, cuts open the liner.
Yeah, there's nothing in there. Just like very thin.
I sneak in one of the pills that I grabbed, and I.
You can make a stealth sleight of hand check.
It's not worth
Okay.
it.
Let's head to Augie.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go down the stairs down to Tech B.
Yeah, are there any coffees we can grab on the way down?
Are there any of the cookies, the butter cookies?
A lot of this place looks pretty ransacked, but I'll say that there is one carton of oat milk
Thank God. She takes it.
It's like a half-gallon one, like for baristas, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know. And I shake it, and then I twist it open. It's one of those with like the seal so that it can be room temperature.
Okay.
And then I go at it as if it was whiskey, and I pass it over.
Thank you. What is this?
It's like a nut milk. It's like
a nut milk?
Yeah.
But with oats, with grains.
Why would you drink a milk made of nuts?
It's oats.
Actually really
lactose
good.
intolerant.
It's a very nice earthy taste. It's better than dairy.
I prefer it, to be honest.
Shut up, Kurt.
Yeah, nobody cares what you prefer, Kurt.
It's not bad. It's
All
actually
right.
not bad.
Anyone else? Let's go up.
Let me try.
One more sip.
We should try.
section
We
of
should
the
get
show.
sips before Guntar the Great.
Why?
I feel
Why?
like you. I just feel like you might take
No, I'm
a
going
really big gulp.
I can take a sip. Let me try it.
No. Before you
Let me try it.
show me what a sip looks like to you before your lips hit the thing. I just want
A
to see.
sip
Yeah.
looks like this.
That's a long slurp.
That's a sip.
Okay, we'll try half of that. Be like, look, this is a sip for me.
Okay.
So, like, it's
slurps.
like a deep suck.
He's
Does
a big
anybody hear
slurper.
the deep suck? He's got big lungs.
My hair went this way when he sucked. I was like, whoa.
I just think they'll be
This
enough
is how
for you
dwarves sip.
Oh, sure.
Okay, let me try.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay, thank
there's
you.
not going to be any left.
Spit it out!
Oh,
Spit out so much!
Spit back
does not
into
taste
the
like
bottle.
nuts. Oh.
Oh.
Here, Reznin, the thief. You can have the rest.
I quit this stuff years ago.
I can smell the dwarf backwash in this.
Mm-mm.
Oh god, I'm just hungry, so I'm just gonna. Oh, it just tastes like warm saliva.
And I put it in my backpack.
Okay, so you have half of a half-gallon.
We're doing great today.
That'll last you a while. Real quick, just to kind of go back about some rules stuff.
Please.
So the other uses of mana are, and I'll send these out in the rules too. There's 3 abilities: Empowered Strike, Fortified Skin, and Mana Drain. This is basically just like a way to use mana if you're not a spellcaster.
Okay.
So,
But
yeah.
currently,
And,
like anyone who's not holding mana would have to ask Diana
pill.
for a pill.
just to clarify what you mean by holding mana, there's
Holding
the
the
capsules that you can just carry around, right? But if you ingest them, they last till you like take a long rest.
Got it.
But it could be toxic to your system.
Got
So if you're not sort of like trained or gone through some kind of conditioning.
Wait. Diana takes out the capsules and she gives one to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I actually eat one of these mints?
No.
Okay.
No. Matt can. Kurt
you.
can't. Kurt can go F off.
Do you think that those animals are like doing mana? Like, are they hitting mana? I'm asking my teammate.
I mean, I think they're all affected by
It's in
the
the
algae in the water. I think everything here is.
Wait, should we be drinking the water?
Maybe we should drink
Yeah, we
water.
should drink the water.
Better than drinking the oat milk.
Okay, oat milk does a lot for a lot of people.
It's good before a big 6'8" dwarf drools in it.
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Let's make haste.
Downstairs.
Let's go. I'm downstairs.
Yeah, you guys are at the top most level.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
And
it's confusing.
And we didn't see the that structure and stuff, but we heard them talking about it, right?
That's up to you. Did you share that info?
You guys, I asked Kurt about
Kurt,
it, so
yeah.
you guys probably. I wasn't whispering. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
wait,
noticed-
Let's go
a
down.
structure.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like there's some people that live on this island.
Well,
Diana is refueled with hope,
Not fear.
not fear.
Interesting. Do you know who might be here?
Someone that could help us way more than anyone we could talk to with that stone.
Wow, so your brother is like a really big dick.
He's not great. He's fine. I don't know. I just don't trust anyone around him.
Kurt, like when we use like the stone to talk to Diana's brother, do you have like a code or something that you say to him, or do you just like talk, or like how's it work?
Only he should be able to hear the message if we understand this correctly.
So there's no chance of like someone else like intercepting it.
Not that I'm aware of.
What if he's not near the stone when we call him?
then
Yeah, is it like a cell phone or like a landline?
then something has gone very
Oh wait,
wrong.
cell phones don't exist.
You keep talking about these things.
What is a CD? Tell us what a CD is.
We're not supposed to reveal that Rezin's from the future yet.
Maybe we go downstairs.
Remote control.
I still don't have my knives, and that beast is probably very far away at this point, so I would like to find it as soon as possible.
And can I just quickly grab my knife off the floor?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, great. Thank you.
As you guys are kind of moving through this section and kind of heading down the stairs to the deck B and the Varko suite and all that stuff, you can feel it more being higher up on it. It doesn't feel very stable. Like even moving around it, you can feel like a little bit of a sway on this thing.
Like it moves in the breeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a couple times where you hear like a faint like thing where like it's just the house settling. No, it doesn't. That's not what's happening.
Let's get to.
All right.
I'm gonna call him Augie from now on.
Seems
Yeah.
like that is what's happening.
So it's stairs to get down?
Yeah, there's those grand staircases that kind of went up through not quite the middle, but the front of the middle and the back of the middle.
Yeah.
And now they're basically the outside of what's left.
Okay. I
So-
mean, we could always just get a rope and then just like go down it as quickly as possible.
I mean, you could just walk down the stairs.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
not that dangerous.
I mean,
No.
like
I was
teetering.
hearing a lot of creaking just now.
There is creaking, so this thing overall doesn't seem super stable.
Okay.
But
Well,
it's not.
might not
You're not in like an
It's not.
earthquake disaster movie right now.
I still use the.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
I take the lead and I go down
Swiss seat.
2 floors on this staircase.
Just one floor down.
One floor
to
down.
Deck B.
Deck B.
We're on deck B.
Yep.
Great.
What do we see in deck B?
So you kind of come down here, and this is where
Guntar's impatient.
that grand staircase.
Guntar needs his knives.
Guntar, you are special with or without your knives. I'm
Thank you.
interrupting.
Yeah,
Go.
he did punch through a
Yeah.
monster. You come down the grand staircase, and then this was where the first class passengers boarded. There used to be gas lamps there that were kind of dangling that illuminated the space. Those are all smashed. There used to be like these wide windows that could offer ocean views, and those are all kind of smashed in this broken glass all over the floor. There were potted palm trees and like these like reclining lounge chairs that were there, and those
I
are all
designed that.
Yeah, I would say.
I got to choose something.
Yeah, I think you would.
I would
vibe.
come in every 5th meeting, and I don't know. I wanted to bring flora into the, fauna and flora, kind of an art deck.
There's lots of dirt now.
Yeah.
Where these things have all just been overturned and smashed.
This dirt you designed is really pretty, Diana.
I didn't design it, but thank you.
Cat defecated over there.
Okay.
It's
And this
really
is-
pretty, Diana. I really like the cat defecation.
As you guys are kind of heading in there, you do see that sort of like loosely barricaded, and where your suite was, those doors are shut, and there's 2 people standing outside there. Both of them are holding blunderbusses. Blunderbusses.
Blunderby.
Blunderby?
Blunderbussy.
Blunderby.
Wasting time.
They're both holding blunderby, and one of them you guys haven't seen before. She's human. She's got dark skin, green eyes. She's got kind of like big natural hair. And then you also see a familiar face to you and to you, Carrington, who is a human with like a little bit of like a kind of shaved hair on the sides. And they both kind of like look alert to you and like, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We're on guard.
Of what?
Were you with the others?
Others? Who are you guarding?
How did you get in here?
He
Rope.
climbed.
We landed on the beach.
Why are you questioning her? I mean, like, she's the one who's in charge of all of you guys.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
not
yeah.
in charge anymore.
Oh, go on. I can't wait to hear this.
The chief.
Chef Zythe. And then you can see, this is Carrington. Just as a reminder, if you guys forgot who that was, that is the guy that was asking you for advice before,
Oh, yeah.
that you threatened to cut off his pinky.
Okay, great. We both should have been nicer to him.
Oh no.
Didn't you slice
Not at
in
all.
his face?
I think I offered to give him plastic surgery.
Okay.
But he does look at you like, Chef Zythe, you're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive and trying to figure out what's happening. How have you been here the whole time?
It was kind of crazy at first. There was pandemonium, but Chief Pelvo took over and brought order to everything. So now I'm a guard.
Of what? What are you guarding?
Everyone else.
Who's everyone else?
There's a few survivors back there.
Okay, so why do you have to guard them?
Okay, so there's things out here. I don't know if you've run across anything. How did you all get here?
I feel like, shouldn't we be with the group that you're
Protecting.
That's not up to me. And then the other woman, and she says, we should report this to Pelvo. I'll go do that. And she kind of like looks at you guys all a little bit warily and steps into that door.
Helmer,
You pull a gun on her. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh boy.
You're just trying to get her to stop? Okay.
that was a 4.
She just looks at you,
Good try,
looks at your
Helmer.
gun, looks at all of you.
He's a little
And
nervous.
just walks back. She just turns around and starts heading back into the door.
We'll patiently wait. It's fine.
Carrington's like, she's a little on edge. She lost her husband in the whatever that was.
Have you gotten off this ship yet?
No,
And that's, I guess, not your decision, is it?
I don't know where we are. Some island. I'm hoping that we can radio in something and we can find
but
out.
like, what's the last thing that you remember? For me, like I was in the middle of doing something, and then like everything just kind of like disappeared for me, and then I became on this island. Do you remember what happened?
What were you in the middle of doing?
We've like been through that
Okay,
already.
but I think it's important that everyone know.
Should I know?
No.
It's not
Stealing.
important.
Anyway,
I
what were
was
you
trying
doing?
to scrabble up some money that I owed.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at Helmer kind of along there, and then kind of like grips up on his gun, and he's like, to pull that all together. And then I remember everything in the room started floating magically, and then I woke up on the floor of the ship.
Interesting.
And then like, what was the chaos that like Pelvo like brought order to?
Everyone was screaming. People were getting violent. People were attacking each other. And she stepped in and put rules down for everybody.
Did they feel possessed, or was the chaos just out of fear?
I would assume that it was just fear. Everyone was afraid. The ship was being destroyed. We're on an island somewhere.
Dwarves are natural-born leaders, so it would make sense that Chief Pelvo led you.
He looks convinced by that, yeah.
When you said
I
the
too am a
others before-
dwarf.
Oh,
in case you didn't know,
you're the tallest dwarf I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yes.
he's incapable of sipping.
That is my sip.
That's a slurp. A slurp.
Seems like you guys have all been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
When you ask like, are we with the others? Are the others like a different group other than the people you're protecting?
There was some of the people who decided to leave the ship and go to somewhere on the island, try to survive there, but I'm sure they were killed by whatever these monsters are, these beasts of this savage land.
Do you know where I could find a knife?
Give me a persuasion check.
2.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, everybody that I like, ish. Why don't we talk over here?
He pulls everyone away from this fool.
He eyes you.
This fool.
There's probably like a look of surprise that you're following this guy too.
Okay.
Because yeah,
I just turn around and go, we have been through a lot.
Hey, this Chief Pelvo seems like some sort of wacko. What are we doing, waiting for her to come and just snatch us up? I don't like this at all. I say we move to another room, set up some kind of strategy, maybe a trap.
Well,
'Cause
Helmer,
I'm not about to let her walk up and bring her little army up to us.
Helmer, from what I remember, Chief Pelvo wasn't so much of a wacko when you were doing business with her.
Well, that was a long time ago. We jumped a dimension since then.
Okay.
You don't think she'll be like in your favor? Like she won't want to return?
I don't trust anything going on in this place. It's
I don't
weird.
trust her either.
I
It's
don't know
weird.
if I trust her either, because also we were warned by Angus, right? The last time.
Yeah, and I thought
Watch
we were
out for
trying to
him.
get to Angus, and that like, how is Angus
But I thought
behind the
Angus
But
door?
we don't
on the
just
other
knock
side of
on the
this
door. Why do
door.
we keep knocking on doors and asking for permission?
I was.
You're
I
right.
shot
Ask
a
for
door.
forgiveness. I take out my short sword.
That's the right idea. Predator.
Right, predator, not prey. Right.
I mean, should one of us just take a quick hit of like mana to make sure that like
Oh, you want to get into that?
I don't know if you're so scared.
Oh,
It's good for the team.
Who wants to take the mana?
I'll
think
do it. I'll do it. I don't need anyone else to suffer.
Oh wait, why are we taking it?
just to prepare
To
in
prepare.
case
Chef
she's like.
Zythe, I feel like you just keep pushing that we hit the...
Well, I like to push others to make drastic changes they're not ready for.
Oh, okay, well...
I think this one's right. She should take it. She owes us. It's her whole family got us in this mess. If anyone should be taking big risks for us, it's her.
The more power I attain, the less beholden I am to others. Watch out.
Oh, she's biting it. Wow. Are your teeth okay?
So you took a mana capsule?
Yeah.
Your eyes, you guys all see Diana's eyes flash like almost like blue-white.
Oh, that's the color that the beasts have.
See, I told you those beasts were hitting the mana. You guys thought I was being weird. Okay,
I agree with you.
I didn't say that we were, I think
we all
you're right.
agreed. I said it was in the
they were
water.
on drugs.
Woo! It's refreshing. It's very minty.
Anybody else taking any?
No, I don't want them to get hurt. I think it's a...
I think we should reserve some.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait until we need it.
I think one person all jacked up on mana is good. It's a great start.
It's a great start. Let's ease into it, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Let me, do me, like,
And
try
it tries to
tickle
high
me,
five
so,
you
like-
and it hurts you.
Okay, great, yeah. I'm like, oh, God.
Sorry.
I think since you're getting used to this stuff still,
Uh-huh.
there's like a moment where you touch it and there's like sort of like this, like, you know when you push two magnets together?
Oh, yeah.
There's like a little bit like this resistance and then whoomp.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
So what's the plan?
Some people should hang back. Guntar has no weapons.
I don't have weapons, but
You have a
I'd
sword?
like to talk to the dwarf.
Okay, so maybe
What?
we should stay
Okay.
with him.
Maybe
She's my people.
Okay, well, I can lend him my large knife. Is that...
I don't need to
Sounds
come
like-
in with
It
weapons.
sounds like he's gonna switch sides on us anyway, so I wouldn't give him a weapon.
Oh my gosh. I know you two don't really like each other, but I thought we agreed, Guntar, that you weren't going to abandon us.
I never-
Should we be...
I'm loyal.
I just
To
don't know where you're
who?
going with the other
To you.
lady.
Okay, to us, because remember, we let you have that oat milk.
Look, I know Guntar. He's good. He's complicated but good.
Guntar, don't ever go against Helmer.
I won't go against Helmer.
Where is Angus from where we are?
Having spoken to him kind of through the wall,
Yeah.
you can sort of triangulate where he was essentially.
See, I thought he was on the other side of where the two were guarding, and he is not.
He is.
He is.
But he's further down there. So
Fuck. Okay.
there's essentially your suite, right?
Yep.
So, and then you know that beyond that, there was a sort of a room that was originally where like all like the maids and like attendants and stuff hung out. But that is where he was in. And he mentioned that it was converted in some kind of jail cell or prison.
Yeah.
So it's like where you guys are, your whole set of suites, and then that room is behind there.
If we went up a level,
Mhm.
is there a way for us to go above where that room is and go on the outside?
Potentially.
How could some of us go about doing that?
You would have to Mission Impossible off the side of it, right?
Yeah.
And then I actually don't think there is any windows in that room that has been converted to a prison, but there are windows in the Varko suite. So you could get
Swing
into
into
there
that
if you want to swashbuckle that way.
Well, we've
Well,
got
you
good
said
rope skills.
swashbuckle, I'm down.
We also don't know what you're swashbuckling into. So
That's right.
there's that.
I need you all to know, Augie, Angus, I trust him more than anyone else on the ship. He is incredibly knowledgeable, and I feel like we would just have better odds at surviving, at utilizing, at finding and exploring and helping others if we had him by our side. As much as you trust other dwarves, I don't know if she's in a good headspace right now. So our goal is to get to him. But that will be my goal. If anyone wants to come with me, I really don't want anyone left behind. I can't have another Keith on my hands. And Kurt, you gotta fucking hang out with me. Can I say that?
I have your back.
Okay, great.
I think it's a sound plan.
Okay.
Is she talking like really, really fast because she's on drugs?
No, I don't think so.
Put my voice down here now.
So what is the plan?
Augie.
You're going to betray the dwarf.
How?
You're going to pretend to be the dwarf's friend.
Pretend that you betrayed us.
Pretend that you betrayed us.
And we're gonna Mission Impossible our way into the suite with your
You're
rope
pretty
skills
close to this guy.
and my strength.
You could
Now that
probably
I
get
have
some
it
information from
with
him.
my pills.
Guntar, are you comfortable with that?
No. But I am comfortable speaking to her and not knowing what you are doing while I do that.
Great.
I think that makes sense.
That makes a lot
I
of sense.
Totally understand that.
Okay, thank you.
I will not share any more information.
Thank you.
Chef Zythe, I feel like maybe like you're really close to that guy. Maybe like there's something like more information you could get from him.
Yeah, I mean, I can try talking to him more. I also just like don't want anyone to think that like I'm like really close with him though. Like,
You guys seem like
he-
besties.
so like he just like I'm the chef and he's like the guy who like takes people to their tables and stuff. Like, you know, like we're in the same
Are you guys
kitchen.
like dating or?
No, oh my god, no. I only
Wait, he is a waiter?
no, he's like what's the dude who's like
The host?
yeah, he's like the host guy.
He was like a maitre d'. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a maitre d'?
Which is like
What's his name again?
Okay.
Kale
Carrington.
Carrington.
Hale Carrington.
You, Carrington.
Huh?
You don't know how to use a gun. Come here.
I could definitely use a gun.
Nope.
Yeah, see, like I'm definitely not dating this guy. Just so everybody, like I'm comfortable saying, like I've been in the kitchen a long time. Okay, like I've been busy, but I've not been boning.
I don't think he's just gonna come to you. So
Carrington, let us in. Let me in.
it's not up to me.
Use your strength against him.
There is like another lurch while you guys are kind of like waiting here, where the ship's gonna.
Okay,
Shifts a
time
little
is
bit,
limited. We
but-
got it. Clock's a ticking.
This woman does come
If
back.
time is a
and
construct
she's
here,
like,
I don't know.
I spoke to Chief Pelvo. She's surprised at our survivors, and she would like to take audience with you. If you would like to join us.
Thank you.
I feel like you should be a representative.
Yes, I'd like to talk to the dwarf woman.
Okay. Yeah,
You could call her Chief. She
Guntar's-
might appreciate that.
Guntar's the high charisma character in the group, right?
No, I am. I'll help.
You guys can do whatever you want. It's funny.
Wait, but before you offer yourself to help, like, don't you think she'll be threatened by the fact that you were basically the highest ranking person on this ship
I
before?
also have glowing eyes right now.
Yeah.
It fades.
Okay.
It flashes
okay.
and fades. Yeah.
Darn it, I
I
really
just
like
feel
that.
like they,
Just keep taking them.
if
It
they
keeps happening.
see you, they
She won't
might.
see it coming. She thinks she's Diana Varko, not whatever magic badass she's being right now.
You got called a magic badass.
So, did you want to come in and speak to Chief Pelvo?
I'd like to have an audience with Chief Pelvo.
She's
Is anyone
demanding your presence. So.
Yes, I would as well.
Are we trying to split up the party, or are
We
we
should
trying
split
to?
up.
Well, so you two are going in.
We're going
And the
in.
three of us are gonna go
Where's
into the other
Kurt
room.
going?
Kurt. Jesus, he's
I feel
such
like we
dead
should
weight.
Not give him any more
we-
information.
Tie up Kurt
Yeah, can we tie him up?
and put him
leave
in
him-
another room.
Leave
Are you
him with
asking me
Carrington.
as the DM?
Yes.
I mean, you could try to tie him up. You guys have rope, right?
Yeah, but Kurt's gonna wiggle out of
It's
that
not
shit.
worth
He's
it.
slimy.
Kurt, come with us. You'll stand beside me the whole time.
He looks and he like listens to you, and he's like seems amenable, but then he turns to Diana. He's like, "That seems like you're in charge.
We're gonna take the dwarf's lead on this one.
I will come with you."
Thank you.
So me, the DM, is asking who is all going in and who's staying.
Helmer, Reznin, and Zythe are going into the other room.
So you guys are going back up to deck A.
To do the swashbuckle.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's
reaction
what's
wasn't
happening.
good.
That's what's
not
happening,
good at
Matt.
all.
That's what's
He's telling
happening.
us it's bad, but
Yeah, he was like, don't metagame. Then he's like,
I'm not metagaming.
no, he's not.
just
not
for the
metagaming.
record, when I get that at face, I think what's actually happening is that like that's not what I expected, and I love it.
Oh, that's his I love it face. Okay.
Well, one other thing is that we could go in like all as a group and then like split off and try and go past everyone else while they're talking. If that's a better plan.
I mean,
to
you're good at
split.
sneaking.
mm,
I can do a distraction. I can cast some kind of. I can.
Chief Pelvo is waiting, so I would urge you to not. And this is this woman, Jastra is her name. She's just like, Chief Pelvo is not a very patient woman. I would imagine if she wants an audience with you, we should go soon.
She changed.
Let's swashbuckle.
This is not what she
Diana,
used to be
Guntar,
like.
Chief Pelvo.
She's
Yeah.
taking leadership.
I don't know how much you would have experienced her,
Yeah.
but she was probably super like Kurt in meetings. Not the character Kurt, like CURT. Like she was short, terse, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's on a power trip. She was head of security.
She was
Okay.
head of security, yeah.
Great.
All right.
ACAB.
Let us go in.
Let us go in.
Okay. So you and Kurt, we go into these rooms. I'll come back to you guys. You guys stay here. Carrington stays keeping an eye on the three of you. And Joshua leads you into what was once your suite. you're used to being like these sort of like nice kind of clean gas lamp lights that were lighting everything up. Now it's just like darkness and candles here and there. There are some dining and meeting tables that you used to have here that are now just covered in like supplies, like set up like in like military. There's like whatever guns they have are kind of like laid out in order. There's like stacks of supplies, ammo. The bureau that you had in there is now just a splintered wreck.
My bureau.
And yeah, more. And also, as she's walking through here, there's a couple other people to look up. There's a handful of like people, including like children and families. There is a human woman who's got kind of like reddish hair that's sort of like down to her shoulders, kind of like freckles. And she's kind of like going through some what look like medical supplies and first aid kits, and just like taking pieces out of things and trying to assemble whole ones from it. There is a very striking elven person who has kind of like pale blonde hair, a little spiky, blue eyes, and they're ripped. There's a halfling man
Now we're talking.
who's got kind of like dark eyes and like a little bit of a dark purple thing, and he's kind of
What do you
flipping.
mean?
Oh, sorry, dark purple like sheen to his hair.
Like he's got a dark purple
I'm
thing.
trying to say like
out. He's just out. It's just he doesn't have buttons.
boy.
It's like
Yep.
raunchy.
What I wanted to say was that he's got kind of like a dark complexion and dark hair and like a purple kind of sheen in the hair, but I truncated a lot of that.
Purple sheen.
Dark purple thing.
Purple thing.
And then of course there's Jastra, the woman that's sort of like leading you into the space.
How do you spell that?
Jastra.
Oh, Jastra.
That's sort of like some of the like prominent figures that stand out. A lot of it's just like assortments of families. And the halfling man, he's flipping through stacks of books that at a glance kind of all like have like natural illustrations on them, like of plants and types of animals and things like like those old drawings we see where it's like really detailed drawings like figure 3, figure 4.
Yeah.
Scientific illustrations. Of
Yeah,
these things.
it's those books. But Jastra leads you around through this area and takes you to one of the bedrooms that was the one you used to use.
Oh.
And inside, inside there is Chief Pelvo, silver braids in her hair, just sort of like looks up. She's got weapons, like a bunch of like short swords and like a shield. And Jastra walks in and she's like, Chief Pelvo, these are the survivors that we found, presenting them, and your names are?
Guntar. Guntar the Great.
Okay, remember you. Kurt's like, I'm Kurt Bracer. I worked for VHS.
Diana Varko,
She's
part
like, I
owner.
know who you are.
Okay. Hi.
And she's like, Jastra, you're excused. And Jastra just kind of bows and like leaves. So, you survived. That's good. What do you want?
To get out of here?
Chief Pelvo stands up, which is kind of funny because she's not, like, she doesn't come eye to eye. She like walks up to you guys. She's still intimidating, but she's like probably comes up to your chest. You know what I mean?
To
Which
my
you're
knees.
probably used to this. And she's just like, where are we? Do any of you know where we are? Because I don't know if you've been outside, but there are 2 suns out there.
And they're not our star system either. Do you know your ship is swaying?
It's just settling.
I don't know about that.
This is the safest place we have. Out there, who knows where that is? Who knows where we are? This place, wherever it is. I'm trying to keep these people safe and keep things in order. And I think this is the best place for us to be.
I think time's limited. We will have to move to the island. And I don't think there's any means of getting back home by staying in the...
Well, what are you suggesting?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to suggest anything. I appreciate your help and I appreciate you keeping all these people alive. And order. Is the order to defend and to protect yourself from the beast that was on the ship?
Beasts on the ship, the things flying around, the things that we've seen crawling about. The captain's been missing, and we heard screams that sounded like Keith. This whatever is attacking the ship, I safe from all of the above.
Well,
How did you all survive?
fighting.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Kurt's like, they're very formidable, I should say.
I don't have my knives. They're in the beast.
What we're saying is that we have disabled the beast, the thing that you have been guarding for. So just keeping you abreast of that.
The one downstairs?
The cat-like 6-legged creature.
Oh, well, there's been a few of those.
Ah,
God.
Have you been to Deck C?
no.
No.
So then you don't know what I'm talking about. Something has taken over the entire galley, which is where a lot of the food and supplies are. And I haven't heard anybody, I haven't been able to radio anybody, I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody or figure out. So I'm just trying to survive here as long as possible and keep these people safe. And there's something in that galley that has taken over. Whatever it is, it's nested there and it is preventing us from being able to go in and get more supplies.
Has anyone seen it?
Not that has survived. We hear it sometimes. And actually, I think when you guys were downstairs, when you were climbing up before, you heard some like weird, crazy sounds from Deck C.
Yeah.
We think there's signs of life that can speak and that are sentient on the beach, on the island. We've seen structures in the distance. I think staying here is not the plan. And I was wondering, Angus.
He's a troublemaker.
What kind of trouble did he make? He's never been that for me.
Look, this is a very tenuous situation, and I don't need anybody second guessing my opinions. He started getting people to doubt my vision and my plan to keep everyone safe.
What kind of things was he?
Nobody can afford that.
What kind of things did he try to influence others with?
Ideas of democracy and trying to do, decision making via consensus and ridiculous idealistic notions that will never work and certainly won't work in a situation like this. I can't put up with that.
Chief Pelvo, if we defeat the beast that's on Deck C, would you give us Angus?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
16.
She's like, if you can pull that off, sure, but you're more likely to die facing whatever that is down there. And you know what? Less mouths for me to worry about feeding. But sure, you pull that off, you can have your little sidekick back.
Could I have 2 large knives?
If you're gonna go fight this thing, take your pick.
Hell yes.
I think this is a good spot to take a break.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll take a break here. We'll come back and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, the rest of the party's doing.
We got ourselves in a mess.
Yeah?
I know.
It's gonna be great.
Uh,